Hello guys, welcome back. This is the second episode of class 10th geography chapter number 1, resources and development. Before moving forward, let's recapitulate what we have done so far in this chapter. We have discussed about what is resource. We tried to understand in the previous episode that what is a resource. Resource means everything that is usable to us. Everything that is usable to us or everything that can fulfill our needs is a resource. Then we also discussed that broadly we can classify the resources into 3 categories: natural resources, man-made resources, and third one, human resources. In this session, we will continue this one. We will try to classify the resources in more categories on the various basis. Let's start. Classification of the resources. We can classify the resources in various categories on the various bases. On the basis of the origin, we can classify. Second one is on the basis of the renewability or exhaustibility. Third one on the basis of ownership. Fourth one on the basis of status of development. First of all, we will discuss about the on the basis of origin. उत्पत्ति के आधार पे, बनने के आधार पे कि रिसोर्स बना कैसे है. On the basis of the origin, we can classify the resources into 2 groups: biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources means all the living things are known as the biotic resources. जो living things हैं, you might have discussed this same topic in the science too. Means these are obtained from the biospheres and have life such as the human beings, flora and fauna, fisheries, livestock. These are the biotic resources जिनमें life होती है. So all the living things are known as biotic resources. For example, plants, human beings, animal, etc. Second, abiotic thing, abiotic resources. Abiotic resources means those resources which are non-livings. For example, rocks and metals. So on the basis of origin, we can classify the resources into biotic and abiotic. Here are the some example: living and non-living things. Plants, animals, fungi, bacteria. These are the living things and these are the example of biotic resources. Abiotic resources: water, sunlight, soil, air, temperature. These are the abiotic resources or non-living resources. Next base is the resources on the basis of exhaustibility or we can say renewability. रिन्यूएबिलिटी, नवीनीकरण, कि क्या हम उसको रीयूज कर पा रहे हैं या नहीं कर पा रहे. सो ऑन द बेस ऑफ द एक्सॉस्टिबिलिटी, समाप्यता इसको हिंदी में बोलेंगे, समाप्त होने के आधार पे कि क्या समाप्त हो जाएगा या नहीं होगा. सो ऑन द बेस ऑफ द रिन्यूएबिलिटी वी कैन क्लासीफाई द रिसोर्सेज इनटू 2 ग्रुप्स: रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्स एंड नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज. रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज मीन्स द रिसोर्सेज विच कैन बी रिन्यूड, विच वी कैन यूज अगेन एंड अगेन. The resources which we can use again and again, resources which can be reproduced, जिनको हम दोबारा बना सकते हैं, are known as renewable resources. For example, solar, wind energy, water, forest, wildlife. These are the renewable resources. Water can be recycled. सोलर एंड विंड एनर्जी, आपने सोलर एनर्जी है उसको यूज़ किया, सूर्य डिम हो जाएगा, उसकी लाइट कम हो जाएगी, ऐसा होगा? नहीं होने वाला है. सेम द विंड एनर्जी, सेम द वाटर, सेम द फॉरेस्ट. प्लांट से आप उनको काट सकते हो लेकिन दोबारा भी लगा सकते हो. दैट कैन बी रिप्रोड्यूस्ड इजिली. ओके, सो दीज आर नोन एज रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज. मीन्स those resources which can be renewed, which can be used again and again, which can be reproduced in short time. Second one is the non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources means those resources which cannot be used again and again, जिनको बार बार यूज नहीं कर सकते. Those resources which cannot be reproduced easily, रिप्रोड्यूस हो सकता है शायद, बट कैन नॉट बी रिप्रोड्यूस इन शॉर्ट टाइम और ईजिली, आसानी से रिप्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते, आर नोन एज नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज. फॉर एग्जांपल ऑयल, फॉर एग्जांपल कोल. कोल है, एक बार आपने यूज़ किया, ख़त्म हो गया, दोबारा बन जाएगा. आप कितना ही आबड़ा का डाबड़ा बोलो, वो दोबारा नहीं बनने वाला है. सो इट कैन बी रिप्रोड्यूस्ड, रिप्रोड्यूस हो सकता है, दोबारा बन सकता है, बट इट विल टेक मिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स, लाखों साल लग जाएंगे. सो ऑन द बेस ऑफ द एक्सॉस्टिबिलिटी, रिसोर्सेज कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इनटू रिन्यूएबल एंड नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज. थर्ड बेस, resources. Before moving to the third base, let's take some example of the renewable and non-renewable energy resources are there. solar energy, then the biomass energy, then here the hydropower energy. These are the renewable source of energy. Wind energy is there, geothermal energy is there, that too is the example of the renewable source of energy. Fossil fuels, coal, natural gas, nuclear power, these are the non-renewable source of energy. Then moving to the third base of the classification of resources, the resources on the basis of the ownership. मालिक कौन है उनका. On the basis of the ownership, we can classify the resources into 4 categories: individual resources, community resources, national resources, and international resources. Let's discuss first with the individual resources. Individual resources means those resources which are owned by the individuals, जो खुद के हैं. Your school bag, your pen, your clothes, your house. If you have any personal vehicle, that is individual resources. Your plot, your field, these are the example of individual resources. यानी कि जो खुद का आपका, किसी और का नहीं है. Your notebook, your pen खुद का है, that is individual resources. Means the resources owned privately by individuals are known as individual resources. For example, your plot, your houses, your vehicle, your bag, your clothes, your book, your cell phone, these are the example of individual resources जो खुद के हैं आपके. Second one is the community resources. Community owned resources are known as community resources. Means some resources belong to community, जो समाज के होते हैं, सारे लोग यूज कर सकते हैं. Public parks, these doesn't belong to any single person, किसी एक व्यक्ति का नहीं होता. So that is public parks are community resources. Picnic spots, that too is the example of community resources. Third one is the national resources. National resources means resources those belong to the nation, जो देश के हों. टेक्निकली बात करें, all the resources belong to the nation. जो देश के अंदर वो सभी देश के होते हैं. The resources which come under the nation are known as national resources. So technically बात करें तो सब कुछ राष्ट्र का होता है, देश का होता है. तो these are the national resources. Everything is national resources, but particularly we can give the example of minerals, forest. These are the example of national resources. Fourth one is the international resources. International resources means those belongs to international community. The resources lying beyond the 200 km of exclusive economic zone in the oceans are called international resources. जो समुद्री तट, कोस्टल एरिया, वहाँ से 200 किलोमीटर के बियॉन्ड जितना भी ओपन ओशंस है, वो क्या है? इंटरनेशनल रिसोर्स है. दैट कैन बी यूज्ड बाय द इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी. उनको इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी है वो यूज़ कर सकती है विद द परमिशन ऑफ इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन सच एज द UNO. ओके, सो द वी कैन गिव द एग्जांपल ओपन ओशंस आर द एग्जांपल ऑफ international resources which are accessible to all the nations but with the permission of international institutions such as the United Nations organization. So on the basis of the ownership we can classify the resources into 4 categories. ये 4 प्रकार के होंगे. Individual resources, for example your house, your bag, your books. Community resources, for example school, public parks, picnic spots, etc. National resources, minerals, forest, etc. International resources, open oceans. Next, fourth base to classify the resources is the resources on the basis of status of development. Status of development, कितने डेवलप हुए हैं ये रिसोर्सेज, उसके बेस पर. On the basis of status of development we can classify the resources into 4 groups. 4 ग्रुप में इनको क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं. That is very important one. Potential resources. First one, potential resources means resources which are found in a region and have not been utilized but have the potential. For example, many of the students have the potential to score 90 plus, have the potential to score 95 plus, have the potential to score 85 plus, but they are not taking the study seriously. But they have the potential. So potential resources means the resources which can be utilized in future, जिसको फ्यूचर में यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रीजन्स ऑफ राजस्थान एंड गुजरात हैव इनॉर्मस पोटेंशियल फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ विंड एंड सोलर एनर्जी. Rajasthan, Gujarat, they have the potential to develop the solar and wind energy. We know the technology, we know that that region has have the potential, but we are not utilizing that one. So these are known as potential resources. For example, if you have the books at home and that can improve your general awareness, but you are not reading them, आप उनको पढ़ नहीं रहे हो, but they have the potential. So we can call them potential resources. Okay. Second one is the developed resources. Developed resources means resources which are surveyed, their quality and quantity have been determined for utilization and we are using them. Developed means जिनको हम use करें. For example, your 10th class books. These are the developed resources. You are using them. You are reading them. Okay. For example, dams, river water, we can say that river water, we are utilizing that one for the development projects. So that is developed resources. So developed resources means the resources which we are utilizing now, जिनको हम use करें, are known as developed resources. Third one is the stock resources. Stock resources means the resources that have been surveyed, survey किया जा चुका है, that have been surveyed but cannot be used due to the lack of technology. Some resources are there, we know that they have the potential, we know about their quality, we know about their quantity, but due to the lack of technology we are not using them. हम उनको यूज़ नहीं कर पा रहे. For example, water is a compound of two inflammable gases, hydrogen and oxygen. Water, H2O, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Hydrogen can be used to run the vehicles, run the machines, etc. हाइड्रोजन अगर निकाल लें हम, क्या होगा, व्हीकल चला पाएंगे. और पानी तो सबके घर में होता है. इट मीन्स वी विल हैव अ पेट्रोल पंप इन आवर होम. हम अपने घर में एक पेट्रोल पंप होगा. वी नो दैट वाटर मीन्स H2O, हाइड्रोजन के 2 एटम्स और ऑक्सीजन का 1 एटम है, हमें पता है. वी नो दैट वी कैन यूज दिस वन एज ए फ्यूल. हम इसको एज ए फ्यूल यूज कर सकते हैं, बट वी डोंट नो हाउ टू टेक आउट दैट हाइड्रोजन फ्रॉम वाटर. हम ये नहीं जानते, वी डोंट हैव द टेक्नोलॉजी टू टेक आउट द हाइड्रोजन फ्रॉम द वाटर. हम पानी से हाइड्रोजन को नहीं निकाल सकते. सो दैट इज ए स्टॉक रिसोर्सेज. स्टॉक रिसोर्सेज मीन्स we know about the quality, we know about the quantity, but we don't have the technology to utilize that resources, are known as the stock resources. So resources which have the potential, which can be used, but we don't have the technology, are known as the stock resources. Next one is the reserve resources. Reserve resources and stock resources are the different one. In stock resources we don't have the technology, in reserve resources we have the technology. Means these are surveyed, we know about their quality and quantity, we have the technology too, but we are not utilizing them, but their use has not been started. जिनको हम यूज़ नहीं कर रहे हैं ड्यू टू द सम और द अदर रीजन्स, या हमें ज़रूरत नहीं है, या फिर ड्यू टू द फाइनेंशियल इश्यूज एट्सेट्रा, वी आर नॉट यूजिंग दम, आर नोन एज रिजर्व रिसोर्सेज. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वाटर इन द डैम्स, forest, etc. Especially we can take the example of Africa, South Africa, Africa continent. In Africa continent, thousands of rivers are there, but they are not utilizing them properly. So these are the reserve resources, because they know how to use, they know about their quality, they know about their quantity, and they have the technology too. But some or the other regions, they are not using them. So these are known as reserve resources. So potential resources that have the potential, but we are not utilizing them. Second one is the developed resources. Third one is the stock resources. Fourth one is the reserve resources. अब आपका एक क्वेश्चन आएगा, डाउट, that what is the difference between the potential resources and the reserve resources. In the potential resources and in the reserve resources, the both are the having the potential. दोनों में potential है, but the potential resources we haven't surveyed yet. Potential resources जिनका हमने सर्वे नहीं किया है, but we know that have the potential. In the reserve resources we have surveyed, but due to the lack of any factor we are unable to use. We want to use but we are unable to use. But in potential resources we have everything. We have the technology, we have the financial, we don't have the financial issues, but we are not utilizing them. So that is the basic difference between the potential and the reserve resources. In some of the books it is mentioned as only the 3 types of resources on the basis of or the status of development. So in this session we discussed about the classification of the resources on the basis of origin, on the basis of the renewability, on the basis of the ownership, and on the basis of status of development. So that's all in this session. In the next session we are going to discuss about the sustainable development. We will also discuss about the Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit and some other important topics. So that's enough for the today's session. Bye bye, have a nice day.